Welcome back. I might be laughing right now. A lot of people in tears. It's Derby weekend, so unfortunately there have to be bragging rights handed around. The United Rugby Championship delivered two thrilling South African derbies over the weekend. The Sharks stunned the Bulls at home with a 29-19 victory at the Fortress at Loftus, while the Lions, they edged out the Stormers 30-23 in Johannesburg. And with major playoff implications, both matches exposing defensive lapses and some clinical counter-attacking. We still got it. Lorenzo Dari's Expresso sports producer joins us to unpack thrilling moments from the weekend.
Yeah.
And you were really happy to talk football this weekend, or rugby and not football, which
yes,
is perfectly
there we go,
fine.
thank you.
Because there was enough spice in the United Rugby Championship. Week 11 of 18. So it's starting to kind of get important now to rack up the bonus points too. It's all about position on the log. So a great time to have a derby weekend. Let's start with the Sharks, or do we start with the Bulls?
Let's start with the field at Loftus and not having concerts and then, you know, having football and then having rugby and then not being able to look after it because everyone's wondering, why does it look like that?
Was it a thing? Is that, did it affect the outcome of the match?
Look, it can. You know, at the end of the day, you want a pristine rugby field. And it just didn't look nice. It wasn't appealing as well. And then obviously the dwindling crowds, you know, in the north. So not looking to get Fortress.
This derby hurt you, man. It hit your sensibilities.
I was like, come on. Like, I've got some mates that's playing over there. I feel for them. I feel for Jake White. But then I'm happy with seeing what's happening at the Sharks because we've been complaining about the Sharks for quite a while and asking them, yeah, when are you guys going to start winning, you know? Or do we call them the Springboks, you know? That's on the coast.
And they pretty much are, yeah.
But I must say, quite impressive. Fortress Loftus, they've kind of wiped that away. No one's going to come there and just say like, oh, we're going to lose because of the altitude. If they can do that, players that were really, you know, I feel for them. I think Bongi Mbonambi, Trevor Nyakani, they got out injured in that first match. So it was quite hard though. But the Sharks went into it, Lorenzo, and they got the points. That's what they wanted.
And vitally important for them as well, for the Bulls as well, because they've had a good campaign despite not playing to their potential. If you look at the Bulls side, normally beautiful counter-attacking team, you would expect 30 points on the board at least.
In the first 40 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So what fell down for them, or was it a case of the Sharks clicking at the right time?
It was, and lapsing concentration, defense not looking too good, but that counter-attack on the Sharks is quite dangerous. If the Sharks can get you on the back foot, they'll take advantage and they'll run through. And that's what happened as well. They looked for those spaces. I think it was more of a, let's take, you know, they like absorb with what they have and then just give them back. And they got it right.
And with 3 yellow cards, we often see it. The structure changes so dramatically that maybe therein it starts to become a bit touchy-like, and then, you know, there was something in it, but take nothing away from how hard the players worked for that win, and I think that's a big shift. We love that, man.
Yeah, I must say on that though, having 3 yellow cards, like I don't know how the Bulls could not have taken advantage of that. Like that is something they need to go back.
That is so structured and can keep their shape.
They'll need to go back today when they have their video conference, their video session, and just be like, hey guys, what went wrong? Like, how can you not be able to take advantage of that? So yeah, I feel for them.
Look, not the end of the road, still looking pretty on the log. They'll be okay. Maybe this kind of fire, you know, stoking the fire at the right time will help them. The Lions were nowhere, and they just have this, there was something magical about this team. When we've watched their rebirth, regrowth, rebrand, whatever you want to call it, not laden with the Springbok stars, all due respect to the players in that team. But when you want a team to show up for themselves, they will do it.
No, definitely. Q and Warren. Absolutely amazing. Come on. I must say, I had my partner asking me while we were watching the game, is that Jacques Fourie sitting in the coach's box? Is he still involved? And I was like, yes, the man, you know, is doing some wonders there with what they have. And it's, again, it's taking the little that you have and doing a lot with it. Again, with the Lions, the Stormers the worst team? They weren't the worst in some cases. We had glimmers of hope. Gelant being sent off and then coming back in the second half and then scoring that try. But the thing is, they had all the possession, all the territory. They could not convert, and the Lions absorbing that defense again, and then with the counter-attack.
Is something wrong at the Stormers right now?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that.
Because this is a team, again, when we talk about attacking potential, they kind of set the tone last season for me in terms of South African rugby.
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah, look, massive injuries at the moment. And I think John Dobson is trying to work with what he has, and he's struggling at the moment. The question is going to come, and I'm not sure when, so I'm going to pose it. Should John Dobson concentrate on just coaching or being director of rugby? That is something he's going to need to sit down with his management team, with whoever's at the top, at the Stormers, and be like, cool, guys, I need to know, because
am I looking long-term, or am I looking at next weekend's match?
That's the thing. Or is he looking at the following week and he's sitting in the unemployment line?
Yeah.
Because that's the reality of professional sports at the moment. It's the fact that we need results.
He's just hurting because Man United lost. Just take it with a pinch of salt. He wouldn't say such dangerous, spicy things if he wasn't carrying a fresh wound. I love you guys. I love you for that. I love all the SA teams in the United Rugby Championship for giving us a stellar derby weekend. Wherever your allegiances lie, don't worry, we got you.